coming in from Israel. As what CNN News 18 can bring to you is that senior Israeli government official has said that Israel will not annex Gaza. They have added that security perimeter to be set up in Gaza and they vow to destroy Hamas. But a big statement, in fact, coming in from the Israeli official. Zaka Jacob joins me on the phone line with those breaking inputs. Zaka, this is indeed a big breaking input, given that today itself a security cabinet meet was to be conducted by the Israeli Prime Minister to decide whether or not they will occupy Gaza.
Yeah, I think we can safely say, and basis our conversation with a senior Israeli government official, who has told us that Israel's intentions are not to annex or to occupy Gaza. Yes, there will be an intensified military operation. The aim of that military operation would simply be two things. One is to completely destroy Hamas militarily, and second is to get the remaining hostages out. Now, Israel believes out of the 50 hostages who are still set to be in Gaza, about 20 of them could be alive, including the two hostages' videos that were put out earlier this week. So the senior Israeli government official has said categorically that if the cabinet approves later tonight the move to intensify the war in Gaza, then the intention is not to occupy Gaza, the intention is not to annex Gaza, but it will simply be a limited time operation where militarily they will go in and finish Hamas. And after that, then the intention of the Israeli government is to hand over the governance of Gaza to an international body which has representation neither of Hamas nor of the Palestinian Authority, which currently rules the West Bank. It is not Israel's intention to govern Gaza in any form or fashion, except the senior Israeli government official also made it clear that they will create a security perimeter around Gaza. So for all security-related matters, of people going in and out of Gaza, etc., will be in Israel's control. But for all other basic civic governance matters, Israel has no intention of doing that in Gaza. It will be handed over to an appropriate authority, which will have international representatives, but it will crucially not have any representatives either from Hamas or from the Palestinian Authority. The senior Israeli government official also saying that the war can be over tomorrow if Hamas lays down its arms, and that innocent civilians must be separated from Hamas. This official also, to the concern about increasing number of civilian casualties, has said that the civilian casualties have actually gone down in the last few months compared to a couple of years ago when this operation started. So he did say that they will make every effort to try and separate the civilians from the terrorists, but about 75% of Gaza is now in Israeli control. It's the remaining 25% where this intensified military operation will focus on once it's approved by the cabinet, which is meeting later tonight.
That also brings us to the other question, Zaka. What is preventing the IDF and particularly Israel to now go ahead with its complete plan of annexing Gaza? Because remember, that is what Prime Minister Netanyahu has been talking about so far.
Yeah, so the government official that I spoke to has categorically said that that is not going to happen. Israel will not be occupying or annexing Gaza. That's not the intention whatsoever. There are also local media reports this morning today, Akanksha, that there was a meeting between the army chief and the prime minister on Tuesday, where different options were presented to the political leadership. Of course, those will now be discussed and debated in the cabinet that is going to be convened by Prime Minister Netanyahu later this evening. But the army chief, at least if you were to go by the local media reports that have come out this morning, the army chief has categorically said that it has to be a time-bound operation, that the military does not intend to be some kind of a guarding force or a peacekeeping force. The objective of this operation will simply be to cleanse Gaza of Hamas and to then eventually hand over the governance of Gaza to an international body. So I think part of it may also be stemming from what the army chief told the prime minister a couple of days ago. But I think this clearly sets out the direction in which this intensified military operation will go, and that is not with the intention of occupying Gaza or annexing Gaza in any permanent fashion. It's going to be a limited, time-bound, intensified military operation, the objective of which is twofold. One, to completely militarily annihilate Hamas, and two, to rescue the remaining hostages. which Israel believes there are about 20 of them who may be still alive.
Right. Many thanks to you, Zaka, for bringing us all those breaking inputs. Zaka Jacob reporting from Israel Ground Zero.